I'm glad Nintendo put the game on a system people care about. They even put in Bowser's Fury, so they didn't make the same mistake. This game mocks me every time I see it, and I always react the same way. I have to play 4 and 5. Too bad I have other games to play! This game is on the same level as the anime, X-Arm. It's even worse because people released them within the first 2 months of 2021. I hope the Book of Love becomes the final boss of the game. If not, then it's your typical divorce fake-out story. Well, you are, in fact, a monster hunter. The lack of turn-based fights also helps the player feel like they're hunting monsters. Now people have to decide which Monster Hunter game on PC is better. Photography portfolios allow pictures taken from this game, right? Because some photos that players take are top-notch. Is it safe to assume that gamers like being trapped in villages filled with monsters and 9-foot-tall women? It's like a pre-written create-your-own adventure that gets wild once you involve your friends. I never remember if this is part 2, a DLC, or a side story. It's an enhanced version of 7 Remake for the PlayStation 5, including the side story episode Intermission. People are still waiting for the damn Xbox port, though. A solid title that exhibits why people invested in the PlayStation 5. I hope nobody makes annoying fan art of characters from the game. It's similar to Miitopia, except it's all procedurally generated, and is a strategy RPG. It's endless and ever-changing, so what more do you want from a game? This is what happens when weebs unlock 100% of their brain. The character designs are solid, but the gameplay can use a little refining when it comes to the repetitiveness of catching dragons. Don't worry, Pokemon had to fix the same issue. It's a solid title from the Wii that is a bit expensive and has a quality of life improvement exclusive to an amiibo. Too bad the art style's weird. It seems like a story can handle 3 timelines at once through compelling game mechanics. The game finally breaks the normal Ace Attorney status quo by providing great stories and game mechanics. Good job, Capcom. The developer won a Writers Guild Award in 2016 for a mod. That mod eventually became this game. The best part about it is that it's a good game. These games never needed to be exclusive to PC and mobile. People also never asked for remasters of them. However, people should give kudos to them for making pixel remasters. I hope people are ready for some awesome futuristic gunslinging action. I sure wasn't before looking at a trailer for the game. Can you imagine how many problems would be solved if actual Psychonauts existed? Is it weird that Bryce Papenbrook is the only part of the game I can remember? This is what happens when you mix guns with Groundhog Day. It's a story that underlines the importance of moving on and having others there to help. This time though, people get to fight evil spirits. It helps bring people back to when they played with Hot Wheels as a kid. Fun fact, do you know that people still can and do as adults? The first original Metroid game since 2010? A Metroid game that's been in development for several years? A good Metroid game? This game's only noteworthy because of how bad it is and how little people play it. It's a shame because it looked great before its release. The bigger screen and reworked stand are well worth the extra $50. It's also $150 less than the Series X and the PlayStation 5. It needs more content to make the price worthwhile, which it still doesn't have. It fulfills everyone's dream of being a Marvel superhero. I say this because Marvel's Avengers does not even come close to what this game offers. Warning, do not confuse this game with Super Mario Party. This is a superior version despite being a semi-remake of Mario Party 2. Why did they have to remake the games from scratch? It would have been more cost effective for the developers and consumers. I have a feeling that the protagonist is getting into a godlike cult. It's either that or she's in a crazy dream. I can't wait for Game Freak to find a way to ruin Generation 5. It was great to return to form, but only for a few months. These days, a refresh doesn't matter as much as consistent updates. Thank you, Steam and Epic Games, for getting the rights to bring God of War over to PC. It speaks numbers to people that are too poor to get one. I can't wait for Legends Unova. Also, why did you remake Diamond and Pearl? Martial arts finally gets the respect it deserves. It even plays a part in the story. Who could have thought? Horizon's War will probably make me foam from the mouth if I witness it with my own eyes. It's a shame it was overshadowed. George R.R. Martin plus Hidetaka Miyazaki equals over 80 hours of playtime because the bosses take a bit. It makes sense why it crushed Forbidden West. Gamers like games that take up their free time. A few modes and limitations limit its true potential. To be honest, it's because of the credit system. Gamers don't like microtransactions. I love pixel art, but they couldn't decide on an actual title for it. No wonder Square Enix sold off a bunch of its studios. It's supposed to be for Final Fantasy's 35th anniversary. But what's the point of this game? Is it to kill chaos? Dungeons & Dragons has nothing on this one-of-a-kind role-playing experience. Who knew that guns and swords work so well together? It's as if Kirby was a transformer. Sorry, I still can't get over Kirby. Now this is a Skywalker Saga send-off done right. After all, it is the return to the nostalgic days of the complete saga with modern graphics. The people that played Eastward will likely enjoy this game. That's especially true for those that wanted more focus on the puzzles. Now go and play Alucard and Eastward. It's time to become a criminal using motorized vehicles and mass destruction. Gamers even get to do it in a 3D pixel art style. It does get the Wii Sports nostalgia juice flowing with bowling and tennis. Let the TV smashing commence once more! Why is it just soccer or football? This game mocks me solely because I haven't played Three Hopes. It's also a good reminder for fans who have to wait longer for a mainline title. Anyways, that's my thoughts on the games that I have not played that released in the time frame that I've given. As for the games that I have played, I am working on it. It's just with everything that I have going on in my life right now, with like school and just all that kind of stuff with the work that comes with that too. It just hasn't been able to come out yet. But I will start trying a little more to get some of that, because it's like most of it's done. I just have to get the gaming footage to put in the video, and then it's pretty much finished. So will it come out in a month? Will it come out never? I don't know. I'm trying to get it out before the end of this year so that I can go and do one of my other video ideas, which I will announce at a later date. Either that or you will just see what the next one is when it comes out on YouTube with no with no sort of expectation or announcement. So see you next time.